What's good, y'all? It's Alex Camuno here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how one property, actually my first property, has increased my net worth by $40,000. Let's get into today's video.
I guess I got my swagger back.
Now, before we start, I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. Why is this dude dressed up? We talking about big money today, so I had to bring out my big money fit. I mean, that's if you'll call a turtleneck from H&M and a beanie from Express a big money fit. Now I'm lying. Actually, the real reason is because if you don't know, I live in a garage apartment and it is the winter now. So I'm not gonna lie, your boy be getting a little bit chilly in here. So I gotta bundle up right now. The insulation is not, as good as the main house. I'm gonna keep it real. It's just not. I'm gonna upgrade it in the future, when I move out of here and before I rent it out. But, like I always talk about, comfortability versus profitability. Typically, the more comfortable you are, the less profitable you'll be. I could be living in the, upscale high-rise apartment paying $1,200 a month in rent, or I could live in a garage apartment and live here for free so that I can continue to put that money back into reinvesting into my businesses. And what's funny? Actually, some of the best and most notable businesses in the world have actually started in a garage like this. So, hey, and I don't live in only a garage. It was retrofitted into an apartment. It has a kitchen, it has a bathroom, it has a living room, it has everything, and then it's a lot bigger than a normal garage. It's actually the property that I'm gonna be talking about today that has increased my net worth by $40,000. If you are predisposed to real estate, or if you've listened to my content in the past, then you know that there are 4 ways that real estate can increase your net worth. 1 is through natural market appreciation, which is just the value of the property increasing over time. Right? 2 is through forced appreciation, which is just when you go in there and you force the value of the property to go up because you renovate the property. 3 is through loan pay down or equity buildup, right? Whenever that loan is getting paid down, that principal balance is getting paid down, it's increasing your net worth. Because remember, net worth is the value of the asset minus what you owe on the asset. So it's the value of the property minus the mortgage. So if that mortgage is getting paid down, then it's increasing that spread, which is ultimately increasing your net worth. And number 4 is whenever you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that they know that this is good content that needs to get pushed out there more. So I bought this property in August of 2018. It was, like I said, my very first property. And since then, I guess it's been 30 months, 2 tenants have rented it out in that time. So I actually bought this property for about $157,000. I know, sorry if you live in California. That is something that I don't even know what y'all are doing out there, but I'm in Texas and that's how we rock it over here. So that's not an invitation to come to Texas because, too many people are already coming. So stay over there in California, but that's just how we rock it out here in Texas. So yeah, I purchased 157 and since then the property has actually appreciated about 3% per year. So that is the first way that it's actually increased my net worth, because we know that when it comes to real estate, net worth is a function of your equity in a property, right? So we know that equity or net worth is equal to the value of the property minus the mortgage on the property. So today this property is actually worth approximately $173,000 according to my lender. So like I said, your net worth or your equity is the value, which is 173 minus your mortgage. So I bought this property with an FHA loan, so that's 3.5% down of the purchase price, so we can subtract that for simplicity's sake. So that means my net worth has increased $23,965 just from market appreciation on this one property alone. And by the way, the city I'm in is a relatively low appreciating market. Austin, Texas is a high appreciating market. Over there, instead of 3% per year appreciation, you might be appreciating 10% in a year. That's how crazy and hot real estate is in Austin, Texas. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot more expensive to get in because of that, but you're gonna get a lot bigger equity and net worth gains in markets like Miami or Austin or LA or certain areas in New York City, right? That's just the nature of real estate. In the Midwest, the appreciation isn't gonna be that great. So the second way that this property has increased my net worth is through forced appreciation. So market appreciation was just the value of the property increasing naturally over time just because that's what real estate generally does. Forced appreciation is the value of the property increasing due to me forcing it to increase typically through a rehab or renovation. So when I bought this property, I actually put about $10,000 into the rehab to get the main house all nice and ready for the tenants, and also to get my side a lot nicer for me to live in. So that $10,000 investment actually makes this property worth about $185,000 actually. We subtracted that from our mortgage, and now my net worth is actually about $35,965. But wait, there's more. And this is actually my favorite part of how real estate increases your net worth. Now, as we said, the third way that real estate increases your net worth is through loan paydown or equity buildup. So every month that you pay your mortgage, part of that money is going to the principal, meaning the actual amount you borrowed, and part of that money is going to the interest that's owed to the bank. So my lender says that I've paid back about $6,593 of this loan, meaning in principal, so that gets added to my net worth. And I've paid back about $12,867 in interest back to the bank. But they're actually wrong. I didn't decrease the loan by $6,593 or pay back $12,867 in interest to the bank. My tenants did. Those two tenants that have rented out this property in the past 30 months have been paying down that loan and ultimately increased my net worth by $6,593. Because remember, net worth is the value of the house minus the mortgage. So as the value goes up or that mortgage goes down, meaning the principal balance is getting paid down, your net worth is increasing because now you owe less and less of that loan to the bank, meaning it becomes an asset and not a liability. So that tenant has increased my net worth by $6,593, and they've actually increased that bank's net worth by $12,867. Not me, they did. That's why I love rental properties to build wealth. Every single month, this property adds about $240 to my net worth as long as that rent gets paid and I pay the mortgage. The tenant is increasing my net worth every single month. And that number is actually going up by $1 a month for the next 30 years. That's what we call amortization. But so in summary, this property has increased my net worth in 3 different ways, right? $23,965 came from just the property naturally increasing in value. We added another $12,000 whenever I put $10,000 into the rehab of this property to bring the value up to about $185,000. And $6,593 has come from the tenants paying back that loan to the bank. So in total, this property has increased my net worth by $42,558. And honestly, that's just icing on the cake, because when this property is fully rented out, it's gonna cash flow me over $500 per month. And I'm not gonna have to pay any money in income taxes due to IRS mandated depreciation. I'm not gonna get into that in this video. Go check out my How Rental Properties Can Make You a Millionaire video, and I will talk more and more about all the wealth generators of real estate, including the tax benefits such as depreciation. But this is how you become a millionaire with real estate, because think about it, $42,000 came from one property. Imagine if I multiplied that by 5 properties, and that's only in 30 months. Give it a decade. It's inevitable to become It's inevitable to become a millionaire through real estate if you just buy a property and let the tenants pay down the loan. And you can become a billionaire if you wanted to. Take the same formula and multiply it by 100 properties. Go buy a 30-unit apartment complex. Now you have 30 people increasing your net worth every single month. It's just numbers. It's just math. When you multiply and you scale, it's inevitable. This is why they say 90% of millionaires actually do become millionaires by owning some real estate in their portfolio. It doesn't need to be completely real estate, but at least some, because you need to be taking advantage of the tenants paying down the loan and the natural market appreciation. It's almost foolproof, honestly, if you buy it right. But yes, that is it for this video. I hope y'all gained something of value from this. Let me know in the comments below, when do you plan to buy your first rental property? Let me know what questions you might have about real estate. I do have my how to acquire your first rental property or flip course. You can check it out in the description below. And it is over 10 hours, nearly 10 hours of content in which you can you will learn my strategies that I use to buy rental properties and also flip houses every single year. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. The YouTube algorithm needs to know that this is good content that needs to get shared more and pushed out there. And they can only do that with these thumbs up. So that being said, let me get a thumbs up, man. Come on. But I'll see y'all in the next one.